The 1953 Chevrolet Biscayne is one of the most fascinating concept cars of its time, a machine that combined futuristic vision with mid-century design flair. And in this review we dive into every aspect of what made it stand out, its design, engineering philosophy, cultural significance, and the way it represented the dreams of post-war America. So let's imagine ourselves walking around this rare automobile, starting with the exterior styling, which was sleek, clean, and modern compared to most production cars of 1953. Chevrolet's designers under Harley Earl envisioned the Biscayne as a testbed for new ideas, and you immediately notice the absence of traditional chrome bumpers. Instead, the Biscayne featured a body-colored front and rear design that blended smoothly into the fenders, something that would only become popular decades later, giving it a minimalist futuristic presence. The low-slung body sat on a Corvette-inspired chassis with a fiberglass body, and that was a bold move at a time when steel dominated the industry. The entire car weighed less than its full-sized production counterparts, and that weight reduction gave Chevrolet an opportunity to experiment with performance. The front end had a unique grille treatment with subtle horizontal lines instead of the wide chrome teeth that were so common in early 1950s cars. The headlights were integrated smoothly into the fenders, giving a more aerodynamic appearance. Along the sides you see clean flowing lines with no excess trim, and the greenhouse area was airy thanks to a unique wraparound windshield and slim roof pillars. This made the Biscayne look incredibly modern when compared to the Bel Air or other Chevys from the same era. The rear of the car also broke tradition, featuring small round taillights and a flat deck lid with integrated exhaust outlets, an idea that was far ahead of its time. Opening the doors revealed an interior that felt like stepping into the future, with asymmetrical styling, bright upholstery, and a dashboard that borrowed cues from aircraft. The steering wheel was thin yet elegant, and the instrumentation was placed within a driver-focused pod. Chevrolet used this car as a design laboratory, testing ideas like push-button door handles, advanced ventilation, and futuristic seating positions. The seats themselves were sculpted and more supportive than what production cars offered, all covered in bold two-tone colors that matched the optimism of the 1950s. Even the door panels and dashboard surfaces featured materials and patterns that were considered experimental. Under the hood, the Biscayne was powered by Chevrolet's inline six-cylinder Blue Flame engine, the same engine that was being refined for use in the Corvette, paired with a Powerglide automatic transmission. Though not a performance monster by modern standards, it was smooth and reliable, and the Biscayne was more about design innovation than raw speed. Nevertheless, the lighter body gave it decent responsiveness compared to heavier Chevrolets of the same year. Driving impressions from period reports suggested that it felt nimble, and that lightness translated into efficiency as well. But perhaps the greatest value of the Biscayne wasn't in its performance but in its influence, because the design cues it introduced gradually trickled down into Chevrolet's production lineup. Things like wraparound windshields, integrated bumpers, and cleaner body sides became a hallmark of mid-1950s Chevrolets. Today, if you study modern Chevrolets, you can still trace elements of the Biscayne's philosophy, simplicity, integration, and futuristic thinking. That's why in reviewing the 1953 Chevrolet Biscayne we can confidently say it was not just a car, but a vision on wheels, a machine that spoke of possibility, and a reminder that sometimes the most influential vehicles are not the ones sold by the millions but the one-offs that dared to be different. The Biscayne was exactly that, a daring, beautiful, and innovative concept that marked an important chapter in Chevrolet's journey, and that makes it an unforgettable piece of automotive history, blending artistry, engineering, and imagination into a single rolling masterpiece that still captures hearts and minds even 7 decades later.